Naturally, you want the information included in your presentations to be as organized as possible, and that often means a consistent style of presenting that information, both in terms of the aesthetic, but also in terms of how that information is organized. And that really creates a great opportunity to put the outline view to use, both for creating content and revising content in your presentations. Let's take a look at how you can work with the outline view to fine-tune the content in your presentations. I'll start off by switching to the second slide here, and you can see there's a basic outline applicable. We have a variety of different bicycle frame manufacturing materials listed with some basic properties for each of those types of materials. And so right away you can see there's a very clear organization to this information. Well, let's take a look at outline view and we'll see the exact same information presented in a slightly different form, and in fact, in a form that is very easy to read and also very easy to update. I'm currently on the steel option, for example, and I realize that the other materials, aluminum and carbon fiber in this case, include a reference to their relative weight, but for steel, there's not. So I'd like to add a reference to the weight for steel. I'll go to the inexpensive line, the end of that line, and then press Enter on the keyboard to go down to the next line, effectively inserting a new bullet point, and then I'll type heavy because steel is, relatively speaking, heavy in terms of a material for a bicycle frame, and you can see in the preview of the slide itself over on the right hand side that has caused heavy to be inserted. I can also add an entirely new slide with the exact same process utilizing this outline view. For example, let's assume that I'd like to add titanium as an additional option, and I'd like to place it between aluminum and carbon fiber. I'll place my insertion point after the last item under aluminum, and then I'll press Enter on the keyboard. Of course, this causes that new item to be a bullet item underneath aluminum, and I actually want an entirely new page. So I'll use the Shift-Tab key to move back a level, essentially moving up to the page level rather than the bullet point level, and then I can type the title for that page, and then I'll press Enter on the keyboard. Now that takes me to a new page, and so I need to press Tab to take that down a level so that I'm working with the individual bullet points, the content for this titanium page. I can then add those details, of course. And there you have it. So I've been able to update and even add information based on this outline view. And as a result, I'm able to focus on the actual content, the actual information, rather than all the bells and whistles that I might have going on within the slideshow presentation itself. So I can see just an outline of the information I plan to present, separate of the context of how that information actually appears on each individual slide. So I think you'll find when you have information that you want to be able to organize in a very clear and concise way, that this outline view can really be very valuable.